or just because this is turning red, and the market's still pushing up a little bit. It's not being able to go up. It's looking good. So right here, for example, if you wanted to go in, then I would just drop in here and start drawing out, like, to see. Remember what we said, like we only go in on fair value gaps and breakout structures, order blocks. So like we might have missed the entry right there, the best entry point, but of course it's not the secure entry point. So for me, I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. I do think this is gonna allow me to go back in, hopefully, and if not, is 9:45. This will continue right now. Let's see. Let's check these candles.
Jay, can we do a little bit of a test?
Yep.
Can you go to the 1 minute and mark out the fair value gap that's created on top of the 9:31 a.m. candle on the 1 minute? So that would be the first presented fair value gap on those three white candles, the one in the middle at 9:31. If you can just mark it out and have it open.
This one?
So yeah, so the first candle is 9:30. On top of 9:31, there's a small fair value gap, and then just place a rectangle on top of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's because this is actually a very common, not very common, very like popular ICT concept. And one thing he would be saying right now is if we manage to invert it fully, which we are currently doing with the currently active candle, we are very likely to later on have a retracement back into it and then have a short entry from there, So basically it's a VIP fair value gap, a very important one that gives us a lot of information. So let's, I haven't looked into it that deeply, but let's just keep an eye on it and make some conclusions at the end of the session today.
Excellent. So far it's looking down. It's 9:41. I'll let you guys know if so far, like in terms of my indicator itself, it's still on like it's saying that it's a fake out, actually, like the down. So I don't know if it's real right now, but it's just saying like the volume, it's fake. So it's just saying like continue up for now. Let's see if that's true. So if it's fake, then it's gonna drop. Like it's gonna drop even down to here and then continue up. Let's see if the indicator is right, and that was the fake out. Okay. So this is turning interesting. Yeah, 15 minutes still says remain up.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we start dying down in here and remain in a somewhat of a wide consolidation sideways market.
Okay.
The Dow Jones has started moving up a bit, so this might be the alignment on the higher time frame, where we took out the Friday low, creating an SMT with Friday, and now they might look to align a little bit, and all three move in sync.
Exactly. That might have been right there, the entry for the 945ers, like the one of us that is waiting, because once we get that confirmation, look at that strength. It was the fake out, so we were good. So like right here, we could have gone back in or add into our operation.
Yep, you explained that a couple minutes ago for the people with bigger size. I remember.
But it's not able to breach this, so yeah. They got us by the balls, boys. They got us by the balls. we have to see. It's still like further, like it's still too far down. Like for me, from my experience, this is gonna go a little bit higher. I think it's gonna breach. To be honest, like I think it's gonna breach, and maybe the down is gonna be at 10:30 or even 11. Like lately, it's been going a little bit late, and I'm telling you this from previous experience because I've been like sometimes getting on and then not being patient enough, not catching the full range of the move. And it's been like usually 9:30 and even like 11, like the highest points. So this time I'm gonna be patient. So let's see, 45. We make our decision again. Do we stay or do we get the fuck out? So I'm gonna tell you how we do. We make that decision. And 44, it's looking strong. SP is looking a little bit weaker, but I do still trust the buys. C44. We got 30 seconds.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think we're going to respect the move up since we are reacting off of a gap perfectly. And we're inverting the one to the upside.
Yeah.
So you're thinking the stop loss on the 1 minute chart 3 to 4 minutes ago, that low that was just recently created?
Yeah, like my stop is I always put it like here, because for me, really, if it breaks this, it's done. But is like, just in case it jumps, I don't want it to take more than I expect, so I always put it a little bit lower there. And yeah, with the bad experiences with day traders too, I just want to put my stop even lower just in case. Okay, guys, so it's 9:45. We finished fucking strong, so we're staying, right? We're staying. So we stay, and actually right now, like, it would have been that little low, it would have been the spot of entry for me to open on the real accounts. It was just not it for today. Like, the entry was pre-market, unfortunately, and I'm still gonna wait. If I get the entry, the reversal by 10:30, I will enter, but I won't be present. I'll just leave my stop, my take profit, and leave the computer basically. And if not, yeah, I'm going to see what happens. So here, guys, it's look at this. So remember what I said. It's like, how do we measure? So this thing has gone out, like the Bollinger Bands are out, right? So I just gotta wait for these Bollinger Band thingy to just go back to my range. So once it goes and touches, that's the point where I get out. Before that is there's no point. Cutting
okay.
my profit.
And is it staying right now? Does this get upgraded like dynamically, or does the 15-minute candle need to close for the Bollinger Bands to move?
No, it gets updated on real time, and you can always like go to the smaller time frames, but they're just smaller moves. So this indicator specifically is I made it for the 15-minute.
Oh, this is you made it on yourself.
Yes. Like most of them, it's I've bought, but then I've customized, or I've taken pieces of them, because first what I did is buy as much as I could, and out of everything, there were some pieces that were valuable. So then just kind of scrapped, build it.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So this is going to go up a little bit higher. Remember, we're thinking that on the SP, it's going to finish somewhere around here. On this one, we're hoping that it sweeps, basically goes up and then it sweeps. And we're going to go down on the sweep. Hopefully the sweep happens. So then at number 1 deviation or number 2 deviations, or 1.5 here. Like, that's what I would be looking for. Like these and this. It could go to 0.1. It just has less probability. So I'm going to do like a little baby X. And let's see. The other point of reversal, it's like this one goes here. And it doesn't even make it higher than that. Which could happen, but I don't think so. Let's just wait. So we decided by 45 then that we're going to stay. So now I have to stay until 10. At 10 is basically, we decide to stay, and now I have to stay until 10:30. And then 10:30 is I decide if I stay, or 11. But then usually that's the reversal. 10:30, 11, it's most of the times the reversal.
Yep.
So buys on every single market right now, for what I can see. Is I'm just checking the indicator, and let me see. Let me tell you guys what's happening here.
The Dow Jones right now is perfectly respecting a standard deviation from Asia, suggesting that the lowest point reached right now is probably the low of the day for the Dow. But it's also the weakest market, so this is just a confirmation to go long on everything else, but the Dow is not the best market to enter. So, okay, so we are starting to move.
I'd say the one that's going to go faster, it's the NASDAQ, but the one that's going to maybe make the longer move, it's this guy.
Yep.
I might be wrong. Yeah, the Nasdaq is getting a little bit excited over here, so that's it.
Yeah, I'd like to see the S&P reach above London, removing the SMT before the 10 a.m. macro.
That'd be excellent. So in here, this guy is just like at the fair value gap there.
Yep, on the
It could have
15, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. Stop losses a little bit.
Okay, so nothing to do until 10. Like the only reason I would get out if there's like some other news on some other weird market, or like Nvidia gave news or something and we didn't see it on the Forex market, but still. And then there was a huge drop. Other than that, we have to respect the times. Okay, my guys. So we're on that operation. We already took 2 partials. We already protected quite a bit. Staking our profits everywhere. What did you do, Cody? Yeah. How about you, Ron? Okay, so Rod is auditing us, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he says. You know, if he gives us a bad review, then there's gonna be punishment. Yes. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. So prediction on spot, we're good. Like, yeah, this strategy is kind of dangerous because sometimes, like, I follow my strategy, and then, like, once you get like 18 straight wins and everything, you start getting cocky, and that's the worst you can do. Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea to start trailing the stop loss a bit higher so that we reduce risk? Or do you think there's a chance we still have a sweep lower before we move higher so we don't get taken out?
Yeah, yeah. Like we could protect it right here. Like basically, we could move this one a little bit higher and just protect it. But I'd say just in general, so far, like it looks like it's just gonna keep going up. So I would even just leave it down until 10:30, maybe, just so it can have enough room. For now, like just because this is a test, like sure, we'll move it there. We'll move it there. It's fine.
Yep.
But like the strategy is usually like a break even, and then you have to wait those 30-minute cycles, boom, 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 at the end. And for me, is I'm just waiting for this to go back. So you see how this is like fully out. I'm just gonna wait until it goes back, boom. And then I have my signal that I need to get out. And once I get that signal, then I'm actually gonna make the entry on the other brokers, and it's gonna be a sell entry. Once Bollinger Bands goes back into the range, the 15-minute Bollinger Bands goes back into the range. Another signal is how this one finishes, but look at this 4 hour, like that's going to continue going up, I feel. And
Yeah,
actually, that's a pretty,
Yep.
yeah, pretty nice trade for today. Yeah.
We are reacting very strongly from the volume imbalance on the daily, and the Dow Jones has really picked up speed to the upside. So all 3 markets are in sync right now, which is good for long.
Excellent. Yeah, it's going higher. I'm gonna make a quick video just from my phone.
Okay. Do
So
you need
be
me to
ready.
speak?
Go ahead, please, and if you want, you can share your screen, brother. Should I, or should I?
No, can we keep it on your screen actually, because I'm recording and it's gonna ruin the recording.
Go ahead, brother.
Do you want me to say something? Like we keep moving to the upside. We are already inside a. Tell me when you start recording so that I can start speaking, or should I speak just naturally?
Yep, just speak naturally, and you can start now, brother.
Okay, so currently we are in a long position. It's still moving to the upside freely. We are approaching 10 a.m. It's a time window, so we're gonna wait for a couple more minutes, see the information we get, and maybe adjust our analysis briefly. But in general, everything is moving beautifully for now, and we'll see where we'll get to. So we're having a sweep of Asia right now on the NASDAQ and not yet on NQ. I'm sorry, not yet on the S&P. So we might get a bit of a reaction. Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah, the Dow really picked up speed beautifully. It's creating a huge 15-minute candle right now. The VIX, I'm guessing, is still low at around 16. Yep, so everything's fine.
Yeah, for me, it's still showing that it's going to continue up. Let's see how it finishes on the last 4 minutes, but then let's see.
Yeah, so this is a pretty common price structure for a Monday. One thing I've started noticing is when I'm expecting the end of day macro to drop us short at the end of the day, oftentimes when we finish up at the highs, we get an entry short, which is in the overnight session Asia and London. And I'll start looking into that a little bit because I've seen London move like that very rarely. It moves very rarely like that. And oftentimes it's off of a single high left in the previous day. So price slows down during Asia, obviously, and then we just have a sharp silver bullet from 3 a.m. onward moving short. All of these things are a bit like on a late notice because we'll be moving into the last quarter of the year, so a lot of the seasonal tendencies are going to change up from next month onward, but still, there are important things to mention.
Yeah, and that's a nice sweep, huh?
Yep,
right there. So we'll be getting the move down at 10.
Do you think Do you think we can react off of the S&P with Asia?
It could be, however, like I think it might be a fake out. This is still going strong.
Yeah, so one thing I'm going to look for, if we create a very obvious wick low or wick high on the next hourly candle, which goes for the 15-minute and 30-minute as well. Because I can clearly see us leaving this, if you go on the 1 hour, this candle green, we're going to create a fair value gap right away. And then we drop down maybe towards the first presented fair value gap, leaving the bottom wick on the next hourly candle, and then we continue moving up. You know?
Exactly. I do feel that. I feel like this next half an hour is just going to go kind of like a little bit up and down, and then still going to go move up a little. Maybe 10:30, 11 move down. For now, let's just leave it. Yeah, so let's see. We got 42 seconds, so my next point of decision, then it's 10. So far, it's looking bullish, so I'm just going to stay. Let's see. How many pips we got so far? Right there. Yeah, maybe 400. Yeah, I wouldn't see this. Okay, I don't want to talk yet. I'm just gonna wait until 10, or maybe until 10:30. I don't know if it's gonna breach the 1. That would be beautiful. That'd be the best move for the day. Okay, so it's already 10. This finished freaking strong up. So yeah, it's still going up. So now what's going to happen here? We're just at that point. I think it's going to start doing this a little, and then boom.
Okay, the Dow Jones is starting strong to the downside now. Probably looking to rebalance some of the price action created. Okay, so do you think it's a good idea to enter on a retracement short, to go long again once price drops a little bit and leaves a swing low?
At this time, no. I think it's just a little bit dangerous because I do think it's going to go up and down, up and down. But then it might just go down like crazy and then go up. Like I would just say time-wise, I would have done like I do that re-entries at 9:45. Then sometimes at 10, yes. But if this goes like down to the 0.5, for example, and then I would go back up.
I see. So this is 50% of Asia.
50% of Asia.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, that's beautiful. For those days that I would consider low probability ICT wise, your indicators are working great.
Yeah. Sometimes, bro, they fucking save me like crazy because I've done some like when I was training the boys, I was not using the indicators, of course, because I want them to actually learn how to do this, out of just their minds. And I would trade it, but there was one day where I got fucked. And I was like, what? I had all the signals. And that's why I removed the Dow Jones, by the way, because I got fucked when I was 100% sure something was going to happen. And then I looked at the indicator, and the indicator was right. And I was like, okay, well, I have the fucking indicator developed, so I need to use it, Otherwise, I'm just being a dumbass about this shit. Okay, so it's going to breach this second point. I'm going to be looking now. So 0.5, it's like the safe point to take your bids. Then on this side, or unless on this side it reaches 1.5. And then I'm going to look for possible down, but really just depending on how it behaves. And I feel like the move down might happen between 10:30 or 11. Even it could be a little bit later, but for now, that's what I'm going to stick to. Yeah, 4 hours looks fucking up. So I think it might be a longer move up today. Anyway, for now, it's like safe to say that if it's just going to stay up, it could go all the way to, and let me tell you, let me put this like this, and see. I would say maybe. So, like this is saying that it can go up to here, basically my indicator. Yeah. And one of these days, yeah, bro, like if you think my indicators are cool, bro, you should see the shit that I was doing with the AI, but I just need that data. Remember the one that I've been asking for? Once I have that data, bro, that indicator it's like almost as good as me, trading.
Yeah.
One day it's gonna be better once I have the data, but for now it's almost as good.
Yeah, we need to talk about what we're doing in London as well with the euro and the pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, I've had a little bit of those family things, brother, with the daughter being a little bit sick, but I think other than that, bro, it's like we're gonna move fast with these indicator stuff. Like I'm looking forward to get a copy trader for London.
Yep. So I'm thinking of two scenarios, but we'll discuss them. Like basically, when do we open up the copy? Do we go right away, or do we teach the people a little bit so that they know what we're doing, and then we use the trades as explanations?
Yeah. I think something good, like that we can offer people is it is the copy trading, especially students or students that are paying premium, because then they'll get to make more money than they're putting in while they're learning, and that's like something really important when you're starting.
Yep. That's how you keep them as recurring customers, mainly.
Exactly. Give them more value that they're putting in. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, guys. So what I can see is let's just see what happens, because it's touched it here. This is a good sign for me. Like if it's kissed it and it's early on, right now this one we'll have to see what happens. But this has to break strong up to here, or maybe it's just gonna have a shot up. If it does this, I'm definitely gonna go down. If it doesn't, and it's like weak here, I don't know if I'm gonna go further down move. I'll let you guys know. For now, I've just moved. If you guys want to see on the 1 minute, so I've just moved this here, because if this breaks these lows, like there is actually a chance that it's gonna go up, but I'm just not willing to risk more. So I'm just putting it here because it's already at the high of the 1 minute. On this one, it's already at the high of the 15-minute at the premium area. So I'm looking for this shit to start dropping. Now that's the time. Just get the last bits of profit and let's get the heck out of here.
One thing my backtesting and forward testing shows is that moves after 10:30 are much sharper and bigger when there are no news on the calendar. So today is one of those days where it's more likely to have a big move to the downside after 10:30, with the other scenario being that price just dies down and goes into consolidation after 10:30.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so it's about to get to sweep the New York PM session, and with that, the all-time high. So let's see. So if it sweeps it strong, let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. I don't think it's gonna go that high, but it could. Why? 4 hours. Look at that. 4 hours. It can go up for sure.
Oh yeah,
Look
definitely.
at yeah, still got room. Let's see. Profit. We're at 300. I think like usually it can make it to 600, but not on a Monday too many times. So yeah, I'm gonna be hesitant. I'm just gonna stay with my initial forecast and hope that it gets to here on this market. So like tops, like the highest, I don't think it's gonna go higher than this guy. And on this guy, like it could, like on the 4 hours, you look at that shit, it looks like it's gonna continue. But here, these are two nice spots. Let's see.
Okay, if you look at the daily chart, do you see the candles turning red again?
Right
Black in
now,
your
there
case?
we are. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
can
this
kind of
looks.
see it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that will trigger your reversal scenario.
If it doesn't happen, it's good enough. Like also, like if at 9:45, it's we're good. We already took like basically all three take profits. It's already like my stop. It's more than 300 pips up. So like it would have concluded on a good case scenario. So unless we get the full confirmation and it looks perfect, like for us to go down, I'm not gonna go down, and then not open on the real two accounts and the day trader account and the top step. Fuck that, yeah. Not yet. We'll do it tomorrow. And for you guys that are listening, like for experienced traders like myself or Bolver or Cody here, Rod, is like I guess yeah, it's really more about the stick to your rules, because you already should know how the market moves.
Monica too.
Monica, exactly. Always Monica online. Nice, man. We've heard great things about you, Monica. Yeah. Heard about some crazy trades on the GBP USD. That's cool, man. Yeah.
Wow, the Dow Jones is very clean when it comes to respecting PDRAs right now. The bullish structure is very obvious. So I'm liking that a lot. Okay, so do you think it's possible? I'm about to get taken out with my trailed positions. I'm gonna take them out. Do you think it's possible that the reversal triggers in here? I
Yeah.
can kind of see it. Yep.
It could. Exactly. But it will give you a little bit of an up, I think, even if it's going to go down. Like, I feel like it's still early. Like, I find it like exactly at 10:30 it started like dropping, so I just feel 10:10 it's too early for it. I think it's still gonna go a little bit higher and then drop. So we still have that entry.
One scenario that is very common is for price to leave equal highs exactly like these early in the week. So Friday versus Monday, equal highs. We just had them. So that's also a possibility, I'm thinking. Which later on gets swept later during the week.
So right now.
Okay, we just made a fair value gap to the downside. I'm liking 1010 because it's the end of the macro and you have a 22-minute Q4 starting. For me, it's possible that this could be a best entry scenario for a short right now. And I might take it if we retrace to the 1-minute gap without inversing it. And you see the red gap, the black gap in your case that has formed down 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
So I think we might retrace into that and possibly have a short position, which is going to move much faster compared to what we had up until now. It's a possibility I'm looking at.
Okay, so right now, that's where my 300 points were, right there. It almost actually took it right there. Ding. That's crazy.
Yep.
Look, it didn't take. But I do think like this is going down. Just gonna leave it there because I left it. Let's see, because it could bounce from there. Like it would be very rare, but yeah, probably did 0.2. Let me look. Let's see, what did it do? Yeah, a little bit lower than 0.2. So yeah, I think it's gonna continue going down actually. That might be the entry point, like you said, Bolver. I'm gonna go down to the 1 minute, then look for an entry or an exit.
Okay, I think we're going to have a little bit of a 1 or 2 minute move up. If we keep dropping, I'm actually not going to take the short, but if we get a proper low time frame entry, I'll probably take it because it is kind of poor conditions for clean ICT entries. As we already know, it's a Monday, price is slowly trending to the upside, so I want it to be very clean. But right now, I think we're going to move a little bit up. And if we reach into that gap perfectly and not invert it and not keep going up, I might enter on a short position. Risking a little bit. Let's see. Because at the end of the day, it could just be a small retracement down before we continue moving up and start going towards your other targets that you mentioned to the upside.
Exactly. It could just be that. There's a lot of probabilities.
Yep, let's see what happens right now. Unfortunately, we got two gaps, so we might be interested in looking at them I'll mark it out on the 2 minute actually, because it's a clean one gap, single gap, and I'll use the 50% of it as well. Let's see what happens in here. price really slowed down, unfortunately.
Mm. So for me, it took me out at the 300 profit pip. So I'm just going to look if there's going to be a down for the second move. And if not, I'm up. And I have only 15 more minutes to enter, basically, like in my. Like if it goes to 11 and it's not my entry zone, unfortunately, me, I don't enter.
Yep. So we kind of left the gap behind us. If it starts moving sharply, I have a small part of my position open. And I'm looking just for the final amounts of information right now. To be honest, for copy trading, this is probably not a trade I'm going to take.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. For me too, it's like it's not time. Just looking at the 4 hours, like it looks good. I think like this was probably just already the move down. It hasn't been able to breach. There is a sweep down here. I don't know if you see it on the smaller time frame, because here it's definitely above. So I still see this going up, at least for a little bit. Like if you look at the 4 hours, that one does tell me that it's gonna go up a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm not gonna go in at 10:30 for the downs. At least the way it's looking. Let's see how it ends at 10:30.
yep. So we're getting a strong gap up. Let's see what happens in here.
Tres.
Okay, so if we get a respectable rejection and start turning red again, we might have an entry. But if it inverts the red gap, then no.
Porque no tenía. Pero te estoy midiendo. ¿Dónde lo has abierto? En ninguna real. Entonces, sí. Exactamente. Es que he abierto a las 9:30. Ese es mi trade de las 9:30. Bueno, igual podría abrir. No, igual le achuntamos a Sara. O sea, dices que es abierto. Claro. ¿Por qué tres? Abro siempre 3 operaciones. Y luego cierro una parcial a 1-1, una a 2. He cerrado los 3 y todos en target. ¿No? ¿Qué has abierto? 3 minis. He abierto 0.03. Sí. Como 3 micros, digamos. Exactamente. He abierto 9 micros. He abierto 3 de esos. Entonces se cerra 1 al 1, 2 al 2 y el 3 más de 3 a 3. Stop dónde lo has puesto. Mi stop lo he puesto ahí, sí, pero menos de 50 pips, hermano. Aquí lo vamos a poner. Show. Order.
Okay, so pretty much probably I know we're looking to inverse this gap. We're barely respecting it. If we start dropping instantly right now, then it's possible, but we need to inverse some gaps to the downside. So this is a very important red candle to appear right now on the 1 minute, actually. As precise as it gets.
And here, this is starting to back down. Like once it touches, I'll let you guys. That's like a signal for me, always.
Yep.
Okay. Te mostraba dónde posicionaba los órdenes. Más o menos cuántos points, pips. Claro, es de los segundo 200, el tercero 450. Para el TEC. y mi stop a 100 pips.
Ya, bien, ya. Se va muy bien.
Pase, entrada.
Yeah, so the structure is suggesting a continuation up. We're going to have to look to breach the high that we left a few minutes ago on NASDAQ. And we're basically waiting.
¿Eso a qué hora? No, no, 30 puntos. O sea, la misma entrada del J básicamente. Y aquí la has sacado a.
Or just getting audited. Okay. So here they go. So my entries were here. Here. This point, first big profit at 100 pips. Yeah, first take profit here. Let me take profit. Boom. Second take profit here. I think that's the second. The first maybe is down.
Okay, we're moving aggressively up.
This is the first.
That's the first.
This is the second at 200. Yeah, exactly. This one's 450. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's 4. Aquí es 500, pero así.
Sí. 5.200, pero en realidad son
Exacto.
500. 310, ¿no?
Exacto. Mira aquí ciento tantos. 112, digamos, pero son 100 pips. Yeah. Aquí han sido 200 pips. 2.500. Aquí han sido 450.
Mierda, tremenda trade. Sí,
Es que estás auditando, pues entonces estoy haciendo mi. Okay, guys. So it's 10:22. I just feel like this thing already broke the highs. I think like it's gonna keep going high. So, Bolver, if your students have any questions, because I'm gonna have to step out in 8 more minutes. But for me, it's unfortunately I'm not gonna go down on this operation just because of a limitation of time. I would love to stick around, but I do want to be involved, like heavily involved. What am I looking for? Then again, guys, it's for this or this, like somewhere around here to actually revert. It could revert here, but I'm just more lenient to it going either from here to here. It could go between these two. I just don't think for a Monday. It'd just be a rare Monday, but we've been having fucking rare Mondays, so that's it. Or on this other one, it's these 2 points. And I would expect it to be actually more on spot. Like if it goes to 1.5, I would actually be looking at this one to respect and to go down. Are there any questions, Bolver? Something you want me to go over before I disconnect?
Any questions, anyone? Questions are usually hard to come by. But yeah,
That's good. Everything understood. So
Yep.
So then here, guys, it's like these are my operations. So then is I took my first profit once it got to 100 pips. So as you can see there, it's 1,000, I don't know what many points. Then once it got to the 2,600 points, last one is I did waited this out and it just took me here. See, if I had a little bit of a stop, I would have stayed and kept it until 10:30. At 10:30, I would have exited or like put a trailing stop of 1,500 and then just let it rip. But for now, it's I did move my stop loss here. I was aware that it was going to try to get this, but like maybe my stop was right there, so a little bit too low. If I would have gone a little bit lower, it would have worked. But however, it still was 4.5 to 1, and that's a good trade for me on a Monday. Anyway, guys, it's a pleasure talking with you. Bolver, thank you for inviting me and having me on your channel. As always, it's a pleasure to be with you. And yeah, let me know if you guys need anything else, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you too. And I suppose the next thing we're trying is to see how everything works together in between the two of us on a high probability day.
Exactly. Let's try to do that. Let's see if that day, I don't know, I haven't checked the whole week, but let me know what days are good. So, because this week is going to be kind of fucked up for me, my bro, in terms of time. So let me know what days and what times you think I should be connecting so I don't book anything.
Yeah, well, it might be even better if we do it next week because we have barely any news this week. But one thing we're expecting is to have the low of the week be placed either today and tomorrow, and then look to go up and perhaps hunt out a short somewhere from Wednesday onward. So we might look into that, look to find that trade.
Nice. Let's check that out, brother. So you let me know. And guys, again, one more time, it's been a pleasure. And Volver, if you can upload, my man, it's the video that we took to the channel.
Drive,
I'm gonna post it right. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I will.
So Volver, I have that meeting with Trey. I'll call you right after, huh?
Yeah, make sure you mention what we spoke about, like tomorrow morning, 5 a.m.
Yep, will do, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, my man.
Okay, see ya. Има ли някакви въпроси или нещо? Едно нещо ще кажа сега на края на видеото. Нали, аз записвам сесията и може да го кача в YouTube. Да спомена, че ще задържим Дискорда още. Това не е съобщение за вас, за който има способността да гледа видеото до края, че ще задържим Дискорда за малко на 60 евро още. След това преминаваме в долари и силно ще отиде на $200. И там вече може да пушна малко с реклами през Facebook и през такива неща, но едва ли не. Така, ситуацията е следната. Имам 10 човека, които са казали, че имат интереси да им пиша, ако ще преподавам, ако ще има копи трейдинг, всякакви такива неща. На тях ще им кажа за 60 евро и плюс тия, които в момента са изгледали това видео до края. След това може би 200 и после идеята е да отиде на 1000. И хората, които са влезли на 60 или на 200, ще имат достъп до контента от 1000. Но с другите хора идеята е вече да се създава премиум контента, като хората да се участва не само аз, не само те, не само всеки, и да се прави вече много по-качествен проект. Някакви въпроси, нещо има ли? Може би да спра рекординга и да видим докъде ще стигнем с въпросите.